It kindly be noted that there are different types of translations, and one of them is the adaptation translation. This means that the translator must be capable of using such features and characteristics that could apply according to the environment in which he is, using the TL and SL. These abbreviations are related to what's called target language and source language. When we talk about the word source, the source language, we have to understand the original writing, vision of such writing that have been written by the writer himself or herself. So we are trying now to show you things that are not familiar to you. One of them is the adaptation translation has specific usage and usages and roles. In particular, when we talk about poetry, prose, drama, fiction, short stories, novella, all these literary outcomes and achievements of others need to be translated accordingly. So the word literary or literature means something that is very highly academic writing. Sometimes narrations could not be understood easily according to the background of the person or the knowledge of whom he is addressing and where he talks about things. Whatsoever achievements are presented, you have to be aware and conscious about all these details in terms of illustrating and elucidating the outcomes in such accepted, satisfactory, and avoiding what's called peculiar, strange, odd, and acastices. And these might be difficult upon those who are reading your outcomes. When we are now talking about the result, adaptation also requires such academic qualifications beside the knowledge of the person about whom we are talking now: the translator, interpreter, facilitator, transfer, helper, language assister. Whatsoever these titles are called, what the reality is, we need a person who is capable, not able, within such remarkable and reputable previous backgrounds in terms of achievements. When we also talk about poetry, we need to understand the rhyme, the rhythm, the tone, the devices, rhetorics, and these are the rhetorical literary devices. They are not easy, they are so hard, and they need a person who is able to interpret their actual and perfect adaptation according to our environment. When we talk about a poetic line or a poem with such old style that's not contemporary words, which might be so bizarre for those who are unable to cope with and imagine their meanings. When we talk about the word civility, it has different meaning. Civility means to be aggressive when we translate it. Sometimes we could say to be mean, or you could behave in such attitudes that are tyrant to others with a snobbish and unbearable character. So this is completely different when we present a line with the word it within it. For example, raptures, and it is so salient and paramount when we talk about presenting the translation, particularly when we talk about a paragraph in a novel, a paragraph in a novel, a paragraph in a drama. So the writers have wealthy, richy, and not normal daily word usage. So this is the key factor. You have to be very, very scientific in terms of transferring. At the same time, you have to suit your words within the styles of the readers, educational, environmental, and physical outcomes that are impactful and meaningful, so as to things would be better understood and read. Many different elements could be analyzed and diagnosed when we talk about the English word, which has multi-meanings and multi-functions and multi-ideas. Therefore, the word prosaic, it means normal, then habitual, strange, literary, narrative, and at the same time it has a meaning when it is used in a literary context, and the text of the playwright or poet, poetress, fiction narrator, storyteller, those titles are so hard to be imagined. Therefore, those who are dealing with this mission must be having professionalism and essentiality. That's why I'm saying adaptation means how could you rely upon your previous background in your language, the mother tongue of your language, which must be nourishable and astonishable to those who are reading your styles, because poetic, narrative are not out of the provinces of the presenter. He must be acceptable and satisfactory. Thanks.